Hello. Welcome to True Tears English Emotional Stories. Today, I want to tell you a story. Not just any story, but a story that hurts deep inside. It's about a woman who made the world smile, a woman who believed food was love, a woman who made people laugh, even when her own heart was breaking. This is the untold story of Anne Burrell, a famous chef, a bright soul, a lonely heart. She gave the world joy, but when she left alone. Anne W. Burrell was born on September 21, 1969, in Cazenovia, New York. It was a quiet town, far from cameras, far from noise. She grew up like most kids, but there was something different about her. While other children played with dolls or toys, Anne played with spices and pans. She loved watching her mother cook. The smell of garlic in butter, the sound of onions sizzling, the way food brought people together. It fascinated her. She once told a friend, "When my mom cooked, it felt like magic was happening in our kitchen." That magic stayed with her. She knew very young what she wanted to be, a chef. Not just a good one, a great one. But the road wasn't easy. Her family wasn't rich. Her dreams were big. She worked odd jobs, saved every penny, and finally got into the Culinary Institute of America. It was one of the best culinary schools in the world. She worked day and night. She burnt her hands. She cut her fingers. But she never gave up. Her teachers noticed her, not just because she cooked well, but because she cooked with heart. Anne had something special. She didn't just make food, she made moments. After graduation, Anne traveled. She went to Italy. She learned from grandmothers who had no recipe books. Only love. She worked in small kitchens. She learned about patience, about simplicity. One Italian chef told her, "You don't need too many things to make a dish great, just heart." That became her secret ingredient. Heart. She returned to New York, started working in big restaurants, but something was missing. Then, one day, a producer saw her cooking, saw her energy, her passion, and said, "You belong on TV." Anne laughed. "Me? On TV?" But the producer was serious. That moment changed her life. She was invited to co-host Iron Chef America, then got her own shows, Secrets of a Restaurant Chef, and Worst Cooks in America. People loved her. Her laugh, her big hair, her loud voice. She wasn't trying to be perfect. She was just being Anne. And people connected with that. Millions tuned in every week, not just to learn cooking, but to feel happy. For many, Anne was therapy. But while the world smiled with her, Anne often cried. Alone. Fame is strange. It gives you lights, but it also casts shadows. She gave people recipes. But few asked for her story. Behind the camera, she was often exhausted, tired, lonely. She dated a few people, but nothing lasted. She once said in an interview, "Maybe I'm just too much for some people." She smiled when she said it, but her eyes told a different story. She poured her heart into food, into fans, into TV. But at night, she returned to an empty home. No one to ask, "How was your day?" She became used to silence. Then something beautiful happened. In 2020, she met a man named Stuart. He wasn't a celebrity. He wasn't a chef. Just a kind man with a kind smile. They started talking, then dating. And in 2021, at the age of 52, Anne got married for the first time. It was a small wedding, just close friends and family. She wore white. She laughed like a child. Everyone said she finally found her happy ending. Anne was glowing. She even became a stepmother. She once posted on Instagram, "Life begins at 50. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise." People cheered for her. They were happy, hopeful. But sometimes, even fairy tales have quiet endings. On the morning of June 17, 2025, Anne didn't show up for her scheduled shoot. Calls went unanswered. Her team got worried. They rushed to her Brooklyn apartment. The door was locked. Inside, she was found on the floor, unconscious. No sign of injury. No note. No goodbye. Doctors tried, but it was too late. Anne Burrell, the woman who filled millions of hearts, was gone. She was just 55. The news broke the internet. Fans were in shock. How? Why? She looked so happy. She just posted a smiling selfie. But that's the thing about life. It can disappear in a moment. Social media flooded with tears. Chefs from around the world posted tributes. One wrote, "You taught me that food can be love." Another said, "You made me believe in myself." Her fans posted pictures of dishes they learned from her, of kitchens where they cooked with their kids, of laughter she brought into their homes. But Anne was no longer here to see it. The woman who gave so much was gone, quietly. And so, dear listener, let me tell you this. Sometimes the ones who smile the most are the ones who need love the most. Sometimes we get so busy, we forget to ask, "Are you okay?" Anne gave us everything, but maybe we forgot to give her back something. So tonight, when you sit down for dinner, think of Anne. Think of her laughter, her recipes, her love, and promise this, that you'll cook with love, that you'll check on your friends, that you'll never let someone feel alone when they bring so much light to others. Rest in peace, Anne Burrell. You were more than a chef. You were a healer, a light, a lesson. You showed us how to live, how to laugh. And sadly, how easily it can all end. But your love remains. In every dish. In every memory. If this story touched your heart, please like this video. Comment below. Share it with someone who needs it. And don't forget to subscribe to True Tears. Until next time.